Hello, Grandma's from Grandma's Footsteps here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making this gorgeous Santa Claus head. It's using a tumble dryer ball to make it easier for you. So, first of all, we take our ball and we start adding our flesh coloured wool bats. It's really clever this using these balls because they just make life so much easier for you. But do be careful because they are quite firmly felted, and you might find that some of your stronger needles or the thicker needles have a little bit of a problem with it, and they just bounce off. But give it a try. See what needles you feel more comfortable with, and get on and cover it with a bit of flesh colour. I like to smooth it down a bit with my hand, or roll it in my hand to get it does help to get a smoother surface on it. And now I'm taking an extra bit and just rolling it up into a nice tight ball, as tight as I can, and needle felt round the edges first. Because you're not going to want to flatten this too much. This is going to be his nose, and you're not going to want to flatten it too much. You're going to want his nose to be sticking out. So the more you stab round the edges, and you notice the angle of the needle there, that pushes it in and makes it more of a ball sitting on top of the, rather than flattening it out. So. You continue to attach his nose until you're happy with the shape and the size. And as you can see, it's turning into a really nice round bobbly nose, perfect for our Santa. A little bit of stabbing on the top just to smooth it down, but I'm using my very fine, and it looks like bent needle there. There we go. You can just shape this however you like, but just try to make what you think should be Santa's nose should look like. And we all have our own ideas. There. And we're taking a bit more flesh colour, two bits of about equal size, and we're just sort of rolling them up into approximately a ball, a little bit longer than a ball, and we're just attaching them lightly to the edges to give him some nice big fat cheeks. I don't needle felt these down very much at all. I like them all soft and um, fluffy and sticky outy. And there we go, there's one. And the other one on to make it look about the same. It's not really a circle, it's more of a sausage shape we put on there. There we are, nice fat face. Just smooth them out with your hands a little bit here. And now I'm adding a little bit here. Exactly the same, this one's more of a sausage shape, just add that on, like so. Just very light stabbing on the centre there, just to make sure and blend it into the cheeks a little bit there. So, gorgeous. These are such fun to make, and they don't take very long. And now we've got the forehead in. I'm just marking where I'm going to be putting his eyes. So a little bit more stabbing, just to make sure it's all well attached. Just making a nice deep hole for the eyes. There we go. I like to keep the eyes fairly close together because I think it makes them look cute. And you've shaped his face now, so that looks, I think it looks good. A bit more eye poking here, and I shall be adding some little plastic eyes. We are. I get these from the makers because they've got nice thin shafts on them. And I'm just adding some, it's ordinary, it's a tacky glue that I use. I'm just pushing the eyes in and the glue will hold them. There we go. Hold them in for a short time. They do glue fairly quickly, but cute. And now I'm using some curly locks. You can get these from all sorts of places using them in white, and as all the experts will tell you, you don't pull the curly bits off the curly locks. You cut them. If you pull them, they go all fluffy, and unless that's what you want to just do that. And I'm just placing some now just below the nose, just to add a bit of beard. If they're very long, I fold them in half and just attach them. But if they are caught up, don't pull them, just use the scissors. Just place them where you want them in, underneath the nose to make his beard. And just keep adding your curly locks until you're happy with his beard. They are fairly easy to attach, but you do need to pay them a bit of attention so that they're not going to fall off. You don't have to use the curly locks for this, for his beard here. You can use roving tops um, or whatever you have. The curly locks just give it a bit of an extra texture, with the wiggles in it. So, but it's whatever you fancy really, and whatever you've got in your stock. Sorry, yeah, stash even. There we are. A bit of a beard. Just adding it around the nose really. We will refine it a little bit later on, but that's just to get your the main idea of the beard there. That's it. Huh. It's getting to be quite a cute little fellow already. Just filling in now so that the beard doesn't look too sparse. I said you just keep going until you're happy with it. It's your Santa. Do what, until it looks right to you. Just filling in any little gaps now. Pulling it down just to see what it looks like. There. You got well, we've gone quite a long way now towards getting a really nice Santa. Just pulling off some vegetable material. You see a gap, just fill it in. And if you put a piece in the wrong place or it doesn't look right, just take it off. Very forgiving is the needle felt. You can take bits off and put bits back on, start again. It makes it a very, very nice craft. There we go, a bit more up there, by side his nose. We're nearly there with the beard. But don't forget to check and look at him at all angles to see that you're happy with what you've done, because it's going to be a bauble for the Christmas tree. It's likely to turn. You're likely to see it from all sides. You may see it from underneath, you may see it from above, so just check all your angles. And now I've just taken a couple of little short bits and I'm going to give him some eyebrows. They're just a couple of little short thick bits of the curly locks there, and of course with the with the placing of the eyebrows, you can completely change his expression. You can make him look happy, surprised, or whatever. I don't think you want to make him sad. You don't want a sad Santa, but yeah, you can whatever you like. And he does look good with a little bit of eyebrow there. And the curly locks lend themselves perfectly to that. Cheeky little fella. Ah. And now I'm just adding the string that will hang him up. It's just got a knot. I push it down into that hole where I've already put the glue. Spread it out a little bit. The further you push it down, obviously, the firmer it's going to be, but I haven't found that it's a problem. And then I'm just adding a little bit of wool here to anchor it down. Whoops. Just across the center, and I needle felt it front and back, over and over, just to get it to sit down nice and firmly. Just be careful where you're stabbing, because you have just put glue in it, and not that the glue will hurt the needle, but it could actually pull it back off. So, as you saw just now, if the needle gets stuck in the glue. There we go. And I pull the two together. Oh no, it didn't. I gave it a little pull there, you notice, and it didn't stay. So you do have to test it just to make sure that the hanger is not going to fall off. It's going to be embarrassing if all your baubles suddenly fall off. So, and now we're going to go across the bit that I've used to anchor it down. So that's going to help. It's just a baker's twine that I'm using here, or baker's string, whatever you want to call it. Which you can get in a variety of different colours. You can get plain ones and stripy ones. I like the red and white stripe for Christmas. very candy cane-ish. So, and you can see that I'm now going across above and below where we originally needle felted the loop on. This is getting much firmer. You have to remember at this point that the glue's not yet dry, so that makes a difference. But you want it to be a little bit firmer. You're also going to be needle felting some more wool over the top. So at this point, don't panic if it isn't rock solid. That's much better. Just a little bit more. I do like to be fairly sure of my hangers. Yeah, that's nice and firm now. And now we take the red for the hat. I'm just rolling the edge up there, which is the easiest and best way to get a nice smooth finish. And we're just going to wrap it around his head here. That's it. And, I'll just smooth it out, stretch it out just so it fits right round his head. As you can see, it frames the face beautifully. And again, I'm just needle felting on the very edges. And you saw there I just adjusted the cheek, pulled the cheek out a little bit from behind just to make sure he keeps that nice fat-faced look. And now I'm going to make a hole to put my string through. I failed the first time. I can't find the hole, but I'll keep persevering until I get it. There we go, another little snip right up where the string is. Oh, yeah, I think we succeeded this time. And be careful not to cut your string. Push that string through. And now this is where we needle felt down some more wool around the hanging string. So again, it's just making it more and more firm as we go along. So I start off my needle felting around there, and that helps to hold it nice and strong. And now just round the edges, a little bit more adjustment to the cheeks as I go round, and we'll just attach it nice and firmly. You're going to be putting a white fur edge on it, so you can needle felt down there around the edge without it showing, but be aware that you want the hat to look as if it's a hat and not just a change of colour. It needs to be proud of the face a little bit there, so it looks like he's wearing a hat. Add a little bit more red to the back just to fill in. I'm just checking it from all directions there. I'm sorry if you can hear strange noise in the background. My cat has decided that she hasn't had enough breakfast and she's shouting for a bit more. Sounds really pathetic, but that's what she's doing. Now here I experiment with putting a little bit of hair along the edge of the hat there, but I later decide that I don't want it there, and I take it off. So which shows you can try things and change your mind. That's the beauty of needle felt. It's just so fun, so much fun to work with. You know, you don't have to get it right first time every time, because you can just pull it off and start again, or put it off and leave it off, or whatever you want to do. Yeah, I think it would have been a bit fun to put some hair on, but I don't like it. In the end, it doesn't look right, so I take it off. But this bit in the centre here of his forehead, his little kiss curl or whatever, is really good, and I do leave it there because I think it looks cute. I just trim it off to the length there, just between his eyebrows. Make it look like it's coming from under the hat. You only need short pieces, and I just double them up and stick them under the hat there. Sometimes you can do it by opening a piece up and stabbing it in the middle and then folding it back. He does look really, really cute with that little tuft of hair coming down in the middle there. Very cute. That's where I decide I don't like the hair, so I just pull it off and tidy up the hat where I took it off from. Now I'm just giving the hat a little bit of extra attachment, just make sure it's not going anywhere, but I've left it fairly fluffy and soft because I want it to look as if it's you know, as if he's wearing it, that it's not painted on. There we go. Get the bits out of the way. Yeah, and there he is with his cute little face and his beard. You can trim the beard to make it a tidier shape if you feel like it, and here you can see I've just taken a long white strip. Now I prefer to use a roving or a tops for this because it's a longer fibre, and it's just easier to sort of spread it out to make a really long piece. And again, I'm just attaching the very edges. I want it to stand up from the hat. I don't want to needle felt it down flat at this point. So, and there we go. There's his hat. A little bit of more refining and tidying up, and you basically have your Santa. There he is, cheeky little chappy. I think he's lovely. And this video was made in real time with no speeding up, so as you can see, it's fairly quick. We'll have to see if we can make Mrs. Claus to go with him. But yeah, he's got nice fat cheeks and nice big nose. You can put a little bit of blush on the cheeks if you wish to. I didn't on this occasion, but sometimes I do. And on his nose, in fact. There we go. All ready to hang on your tree. Love it. Well, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment and subscribe. And follow me on social media. All the links are down below. And come back and see us soon. We'll be doing some more videos very soon. Take care out there. Bye.